Boy, oh boy, did Unrivaled provide some funny stuff for one-on-one last week in their little tournament they got going on. I didn't see a second of it on live TV, but you can't avoid the clips. And when people let the world know that Paige Bueckers had an absolute crash out after she got her ass kicked in her game of one-on-one against Chelsea Gray, well, that makes news. And that's something worth talking about because, the one and only Paige Bueckers, God forbid she gets the shit kicked out of her on a basketball court, and then reacts like a 5-year-old. Hey, what do you know? But hey, we'll talk about this real fast. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Welcome back once again to Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, where we talk facts and our feelings. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. You know who I am. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Follow us on social media, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We're growing that Instagram there, so jump on board. We appreciate you. We love y'all. And let's talk about what's going on, man, because the Unrivaled one-on-one, the tournament's over. They had their one-on-one. Chelsea Gray was the winner. She beat everybody. She beat Alicia Gray in the best of three, two out of three, winning 7-6, I believe it was, in the last game. The few highlights that I saw from that, it almost looked like they wanted Chelsea Gray to win. They love the whole idea of the point guard. That seems like an unrivaled theme, is the point guard. It's corny as hell to me because you have a player that averages 5 assists for a career, yet they refer to her as the point guard. And realistically, she's a 30 some odd year old woman who's got a big ass and is able to back down guards and is just quick and is quicker than big. So she one-on-one seems to be an area that she's successful in. I think Chelsea Gray's been very successful in the 3-on-3 setting because she's largely guarded one-on-one and she does have strong one-on-one skills. I'm not going to take that away from her. She has one-on-one skills from her rump when she faces guards, and that rump when she faces bigs also creates some space for her as well. She's also quicker than they are. But one of her games was against Paige Bueckers, and she laid a belt to ass on Paige Bueckers, man. 11-2, beat the hell out of her. And Paige, that was in the quarterfinals. And of course, there are people out there complaining that, Paige was supposed to be the winner of this. This was supposed to be the coronation of Paige Bueckers. Huh? Coronation of what? Winning an unrivaled? Really? Last year's one-on-one champion, Nafisa Collier, was not in the tournament, obviously, as she's been injured all season. But Chelsea Gray put belt to ass on a whole bunch of these people. Now, I did see the clips of the Alicia Gray deal. She got away with some hacking there, and there was one of the plays where Gray hits a layup, but she got absolutely smacked. Should have been an and one. Should have been a free throw for the ball game, and instead she ends up losing 7-6 in the third game. That said, take a look at this clip, man. You've seen it by now probably, but this shit's comical. The reaction from Paige Bueckers as she gets beaten off the floor. God damn, that's a crash out in itself. First of all, you're losing 9-2, Paige. This shit's over with. Like stop. You ain't winning that game. You're down 9-2. Like Wah. You're down 9-2. Take a breath. Relax. Relax. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. You lost. It's okay. People lose. But that reaction, that's a crash out. That is a crash out. She's still crying about this shit. Oh my God. Paige Bueckers, Lord have mercy. You didn't get a whistle? Oh no. She walked right out of that court, right in the locker room. Yo, hey, I appreciate the anger and losing. You're playing for $200,000. This isn't like you're playing in your backyard. You're playing for bread. Like you're playing for bread. Now, I think the rules of this one-on-one with Unrivaled are stupid. I don't think there should be any freaking free throws. I think ending a game on a free throw is corny as hell. But what do you expect when they make up silly rules like this? You're gonna have games that end on free throws and shit like that. That's not how basketball's supposed to end in a one-on-one setting. But hey, let's take a look at this again. Let's take a look at this one more time. Let me find this. Sorry. Hold on a second. Let's watch this play again, though. Let's watch her. First of all, this is where you see the big bump of Chelsea Gray. Like she's just backing her down. Like she's just putting her ass right in her stomach. Take a look at this. All right, you're beat. You're beat right there. She's chasing now. Okay. Pump fake in the air. She done pump fake, right? Pump fake. So what she's crying about, she says she fouled her on the ground before she went up for the shot. I would say, Paige, no, ma'am. You fouled her after she pump faked and she's going up for a shot. You fouled her, she went right up. I mean, I don't know what you want, sweetheart. I don't know what you want here, but you're not gonna have your way there. You're not gonna have your cake and eat it too. It's just not how it goes. And unfortunately for Paige Bueckers, that resulted in her demise. And she lost. Big fat L. I thought Paige Bueckers was supposed to be the savior of the WNBA and Unrivaled. I thought that's what her job was. I mean, here we got some comments here. Who the fuck does free throws in a one-on-one? Thank you. Unrivaled does. Unrivaled thinks that makes sense. They think having games of one-on-one that are decided. There's so many issues with the rules of this stupid game that are crazy. First of all, they don't just play to 11, right? They play twos and threes. Who does that? You can literally win the game hitting 3 threes, 4 threes, 3 threes and a two. 4 buckets can win you this game. They got all kinds of rules about time of possession and how many seconds you got to score, and that's fine. I don't have a whole big problem with that. It does hurt bigs in settings like this because it forces bigs to be faster, which I think actually puts the bigs at a disadvantage because the bigs don't shoot the three. The bigs don't shoot from the perimeter all that well. So their advantage is to back a guard down into the paint. And with 7 seconds on shots, you don't have that. I think it's 7 second shot clock. You don't have that type of time to dribble your way back into the paint to get a shot off realistically. They're not quick enough to get past the guard. So it is a little bit of a disadvantage for the bigs. But these are the comments. Who the fuck does free throws in a one-on-one? I completely agree. I've never understood how you have free throws deciding a one-on-one game. Someone says, "Welcome to women's sports." Content creators in street ball, 1v1, not everyone, but it's a thing, my guy. I don't know. 11 when you play to 11, it should be ones and twos. So if you hit a 3, it's a 2. If you hit a 2, it's a 1. Like this whole idea that you get 2 points per bucket, it's stupid. Make these games more interesting. Let them wear themselves out a little bit more. Again, why the fuck is there free throws? Why the fuck is one free throw worth 2 points? The questions that we all have. Someone says, was $10 on the line for the winners? No, 200,000 was. 200,000. Stormed out. Oh, here's the defense defending her. She did storm out. She walked out like a child. She literally hugged her opponent and then left. Never seen that call storming out. Yeah, it is when everyone else just stands on the court after they lose. Like, if you've watched this unrivaled shit before, typically when the player loses, they're like there. They're not running off the floor like they're mad and shit. But it is what it is. Free throws in a one-on-one is wild anyways. Don't care what no one says. 2 points for free throws is so dumb. I don't know how they let that slide. Someone says she's playing Karl Malone. Oh my God. You know, it, here's the reality. Paige Bueckers was being touted as this person who was better than Caitlin Clark. And whether or not you think she's better than Caitlin Clark or not, that's completely up to you. I don't even care. I'm not here to change your mind or make you feel any kind of way. Um, Paige Bueckers is a great basketball player, but she is a massive fucking crybaby. Um, and you just saw an example of it. She's never been checked her entire career publicly on her behavior. Not even by Gino, not that I can recall. She doesn't have you never seen a parent in the stands telling her to shut the fuck up. Like at least Caitlin Clark, when she acts like a brat, her dad would be in the stands saying, "Shut the fuck up, stop fucking whining." Paige just ran off the floor, and she is that. Look, she's averaging 25 a game in Unrivaled. Congrats, whatever. Gray is averaging 25.1, which should tell you all you need to know about what Unrivaled's worth. Like people really, hell, I believed it, and I'm guilty of it. I believed that maybe you saw something from Chelsea Gray that you might see something different from her in the regular season. Nah, you won't. You're going to see exactly what you get. You're going to see what you get from her all the time. The same old shit. 11 points, 10, 11, 12 points, 5.5 assists. That's what she did this past year in Vegas. 11.1 points. One of her lesser seasons of her career, honestly. I mean, outside of 24 where she stunk, but you're looking at one of her lowest scoring seasons in the past 8 years. Her assist numbers 5.4, nothing special. Her shooting percentage 44%, low, third lowest of the last 8 years. That's who Chelsea Gray is, and she goes over to Unrivaled and looks like she's the greatest one-on-one player on earth. She looks like she's an unstoppable force in Unrivaled. She looks like a different player. I mean, yeah, she's playing with Asia Wilson in the WNBA, but Dwayne Wade played with LeBron and still averaged 25 a game in their first year together. Like, that doesn't matter to me. It shouldn't matter that you play with Asia Wilson. Actually, you should be doing so much more. Realistically, you should be doing so much more. So she is the champion of the Unrivaled one-on-one, but Paige Bueckers is the champion of the attention and the crying after losing. What do y'all think of the crying? I'm just curious. That's a crash out, man. The crybaby tears, man. It's hilarious. Imagine what happens when you actually don't get every call your way. This is the reaction you get. You were down 9-2, sweetheart. You weren't down 9-9. It wasn't 9-9. Like, I actually could feel some type of empathy for her if it's 9-7, 9-8, 9-9. 9-2? Okay, let's say they don't call a shooting foul. Chelsea Gray's getting the ball right back. She's going to score on you. I think one thing we've learned about Gray in this one-on-one shit is that she can get her shot pretty much whenever she wants it. I mean, she has that ability, and that's why, again, I don't know why she doesn't do it in the WNBA. Maybe because it's 5-on-5, and 5-on-5 ain't 3-on-3. You don't have those same opportunities in 5-on-5. But Paige Bueckers, man, world-class crash out, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all as always. Leave your comments. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.